It is recording. All right. Hi, friends. It's so fun to see so many of you.
I know.
So fun. So before we get started, I think there are some brand new faces that have never been on a team call before that maybe their coach should introduce them when she stops chewing.
I'm sorry. I warned you.
You did, but too bad.
Jenny, were you on the call last month? You were on a call last month. Did you get a chance to introduce yourself? Oh, and I can't hear you. Okay, well, while Jenny figures yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out this Zoom thing.
Well, you did it. You figured it.
Hey, hi, Piggies.
Okay, so Jenny, why don't you just say a little bit about how we connected via Rachel and a little bit about just kind of your story the last little bit.
Sure. I started, my friend Rachel, she had a Facebook message or something on Facebook, and so I joined her free week and liked it so much. And then at that point, she told me that she was with Team Beachbody and Shakeology, so I thought I would try. And so I've been doing it since September. Absolutely love the shakes. I had mine this afternoon, and I was craving it, so
love it.
Love getting those in. Yeah, but I'm a mom of two. I have a daughter 15 and a son 12 and a half, and I'm doing this 80-day challenge, and it's kicking my butt.
Well, you should tell everybody else you've been working at doing the nutrition and Shakeology, but you have just started workouts, and her first Beachbody workout is 80-day obsession.
That's no joke.
Yep, I've never worked out really continuously since last Monday. So so I'm doing pretty good for myself. I didn't think I would stick this all the way through, but yep, I'm liking it so far.
And she's doing it while this girl went all in. I'm sorry, I just got to brag on you. Went all in with the mega accessory pack and ordered it on the 6th and still does not have it.
Still do not have it.
They better be sending you like Autumn to your doorstep to train you.
I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to make sure that she thinks I'm doing these exercises right. That would be great.
Right?
I'll get right on that and invite her to our next team call. I'm sure she would do that. So yeah, I'm just really excited. And Jenny, didn't know her before this, and she came to Super Saturday, even though it was her daughter's birthday, and she had a whole birthday party to put together and all that. So it was super fun that I got to meet her. So, Jenny, we're glad you're here.
Thank you.
And Miss Jesslyn, why don't you tell everybody hello and a little bit about your lovely self?
Well, let's see. What do you want to know? I actually joined in September, I think.
Yep.
It was, yeah. Becky had put something on Facebook, and I thought I was kind of at a point in my life where I needed to make some changes in my health, and I jumped right in and became a coach in October, I think. And at first I was like, nope, I'm just going to do this for the discount, and I've kind of decided that I want to do it for more. So, and I actually have back. Oh, go ahead.
No, I want you to say the next part because I was about to.
Yeah, I was going to say, I actually, in college, I graduated with a degree in nutrition, and I haven't done anything with it in like almost 20 years. So this has just been a great place for me to kind of jump back in and do that because I have a passion for it. So, and fitness was just something I just had not done for years. And so this has just been a great program. I did the 21-day fix and the fix extreme. And actually, I got a tank top today in the mail because I finished it. Yay. So, but I'm also a mom of two. I have a daughter that's 16 and a 12-year-old. And my 16-year-old has been working out with me lately. So makes me really excited. Trying to think what else. I'm a church secretary. That's what I do part-time.
And a part-time Beachbody coach.
Yes, exactly. So it's just so funny. My daughter the other day, I was like talking about it. She's like, Dad, she's like, Mom is just like so obsessed with this coaching. And it kind of cracked me up because I'm like, yeah, that's like the perfect word for it because we're doing 80-day obsession. So.
Well, can again, because I like bringing in people, and Jen knows I can't ever be quiet. Can you tell everybody about your amazing results you've had since making the decision to do this?
Well, you mean like how much I've lost? And
Yeah.
I've actually up to date now. I've lost almost 13 pounds, I think, since September. I mean, it's a slow process, but I just feel more like I have stronger, and I have more energy, and I just love it, and I love the Shakeology too. I remember when Becky told me, I told her straight up, I'm like, I'm going to do it for 30 days and I'm not going to continue. And I was hooked probably after 2 weeks. So.
Raise your hand if you're in this group and you said the same things.
Everybody.
Well, I'm actually going to do my part right now and not do it later, because Jesslyn's a perfect example. Being new in this community, as a lot of people on Facebook trying to make friends, I invited Jesslyn probably a year and a half ago, and she didn't know who I was. She ignored me. She didn't know who I was. And then Angie,
we had mutual friends, so
right. So you added me, you just ignored me. I make sense. And then Angie, who is one of my coaches, put that post up, and so you ended up reaching out because you knew at least Angie wasn't a total crazy person. And so what I love about this, and one of the things I was going to share later, is that we often sit by in fear and doubt that somebody might not like us or be annoyed. And if you don't invite somebody, none of you gorgeous people would be here. And I think about the other day, I was looking at my customer list. And not everybody has bought something, but the customers I've gotten from leads, it's over 500 people. And I was just thinking, wow, if I would have said no to my fear and doubt and to Jen bugging me for 6 months, this wouldn't happen. And that's what's so amazing about this, is that it's not about me inviting, just a couple people. It's about me spreading that out and then the exponential effect. So I love that Jesslyn is here because of that continual people inviting and sharing and putting themselves out there. And I love that you have really hit on every single objection. You didn't want to do the shakes. You didn't say yes the first time somebody invited you. You didn't think you would be all in with this or be obsessed with it. And I think that's what's really exciting. And Jesslyn came to Super Saturday and Target and Costco with me, and it was super fun. We never met before, and that's what I love. We attract, this is the thing, guys. I've had people join that I'm like, we attract the energy we put out. She and I have all these things in common, and we didn't know each other because of Jesus or because of mothering. We knew each other because of this, and we like Target and Costco, and our husbands are both, I should say this loud, but are both really frugal. And so we have that in common, and so is Jen's. So I think it's really cool, you guys, if you stick to who you are and you invite people, and the reason we post consistently is not to sell challenge packs, is to show people who we are, so that if we invite them, they might see that we're not crazy people. And that's the consistency, little things over time, continuing to do that. People will see something and they'll be inspired, and it may not be now. I have a woman who messaged me. I invited her my first day of coaching 2.5 years ago, and she messaged me yesterday. She's like, all right, fine, send me a bag of that stuff because I'm just sick of this. I'm like, that is what we do. Okay, I gotta stop talking. I'm done. Jen, take over.
Well, no, this is a perfect segue. This is a perfect segue. So, what are you gonna share, right? Jess, your turn. I'm just a narrator.
That was perfect. That was a perfect segue. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Okay, you guys, especially those of you who are new to coaching or maybe just now trying to decide how do I tell people about that? How do I start getting clients and customers and all of these things? And I cannot stress enough the importance of us as coaches starting a program and finishing the program. I don't care if it's 21 Day Fix. I don't care if it is the Ultimate Reset or 80 Day Obsession or whatever the program is, starting day one, documenting, journaling, sharing your progress, whatever that looks like for you. It could be part of the nutrition part. It could be the fact that you try to put on some pants and they didn't fit. And then 2 weeks later, you put those same pants on and you can get them up farther or button them. People want to know how you are feeling and how you are getting gains from these programs. We all know the programs are amazing, especially if we do them, right? If we do them from start to finish and we actually complete them, then we have a story to share. And if we're sharing our story, people want to be a part of that, right? So it's not me saying, hey, buy Shakeology, or hey, buy this really cool program I'm doing. No, honestly, I say, you guys will never believe what just happened to me in my workout today. I was able to lift, 20 pounds, and 2 weeks ago I was only able to lift 12 pounds. Like, I'm getting so much stronger. That's it. That's not me selling a program or whatever. People want to be healthy. People want to be fit. They want to be role models for their children. They want to have energy. They want to feel better. They just don't know how to do it. So if we are sharing our own testimony and our own stories and our own journeys, it's easy for people to want to be a part of that, right? But if we're not doing the program, then we don't have any story to share about that program, right? And the program can be any program. I don't care. We have a ton of them. Pick one, right? 21-day fix, country heat, 80-day obsession, whatever it is. Pick the one that you feel passionate about, start on day one, and then share your story as you finish it. When you finish it, share your before and your after photos. You're asking your own challengers to do that. You should be comfortable enough to do that yourself. Like, those things and being able to be vulnerable and share when there are bumps in the road, or those moments when you don't want to push play on your workout, or those moments where you'd rather have pizza instead of this, like, all of those things are real. Everybody feels that. And instead of feeling like you have to be perfect and look a certain way on social media, be real. Like, and I'm going to sidetrack just a little bit, so I apologize, Jen, but I had this moment where yesterday I shared a meal plan. Basically, all I did yesterday for my meal prepping was I chopped fruit and vegetables. And you guys who are doing 80-day obsession know how many vegetables we're eating, right? So that's what I did. I came home from the grocery store. I chopped, like, put them all in containers, stuck them in my refrigerator, and put a post out there, something about, this is so beautiful, isn't it so beautiful? Oh, and it's delicious. If you guys need help meal planning and prepping, I can help you, because so many people are overwhelmed with that part of it. And now I already know what my next free group's going to be, because so many people posted on that. First of all, they thought the picture was nice. I didn't have any idea that my refrigerator was so gorgeous to everybody, but apparently it was. I didn't know. But now I'm glad.
The eggs on the bottom, so pretty.
Right?
Sorry.
All the eggs are just in that. First of all, I love my refrigerator because it has that little tray and I just shove all my eggs in it. But immediately I was like, oh, I know what my next free group's going to be. And now I'm going to be running a meal plan prep group. It's going to run 2 weeks. After I get all those people set up in it, then I'll probably end up making relationships, show them the value of what I can give to them, right? By being honest and true and real. And then supporting them with recipes and meal planning and prepping. And more than likely, they'll want to join my next group, which is a fitness group and has nutrition wrapped around it. We're sharing our journey because we are doing it. You have to do it. You have to show up. You have to work out. You have to take care of you first. When you're taking care of you first, it all falls into place, right? So that's my soapbox. But I'm very passionate about the fact that we really do need to start a program and finish a program. And even if in between the programs you do, like, I'm going to try this one out because I don't know what it is about yet. Maybe I do like a couple of these workouts and it's not for me. That's fine. And do a couple of these workouts and it's not for me. That's fine. But you really need to show people that you are capable of sticking to one, completing it, even if it's hard. And it's winning, because really you're taking care of yourself. And that's the most important part, honestly. That's why we all started this, was to get healthy and fit. And it just kind of overflows into helping everybody else that we care about. So I think I covered it.
Awesome. And that's a great segue. We had a whole agenda of the order, and we're not going in order, but this is even better. So I was going to, and Becky is going to chime in here as well, but just talk to you about the importance of free groups. And Jess kind of touched on that a little bit. But Becky and I have kind of, I think, begun to find our rhythm with free groups and funneling from free groups into our challenge groups. And it's exactly what Jessica was just saying, that we share And then people seem to all be interested in one thing. And then it's like, oh, I should do a free group about that. Well, if you're a new coach, I remember I was like, what do you mean free? Do people have to pay for? I don't understand. And really, all it means is you have a main challenge group with people who are purchasing, most of them. I have people in my big challenge group who aren't purchasing anything. I was that person in Eve's group many years ago. Thank you, Eve. Wouldn't be here today. But so you have your big challenge group, and then you have your group of people who you want to focus on one very specific topic that maybe they are intimidated by the thought of all these other people are drinking Shakeology. They're doing these workouts. For example, our free group right now is, I don't even know what you would call it. It's called Edit Your Plate, but it's sort of a fixate, clean eating, meal plan, meal prep, kind of the way I explained it to somebody today that I was talking to them about, because I was telling them about my challenge group and my free group. But the way I worded it, I was like, this is like healthy living 101. And this is like you picked your major and you're going to go all in. And so I mean, that's just sort of the way I look at the free group versus the challenge group. Like I'm sort of dabbling and I want to learn, but all that to say, when we lead our free groups, it's very simple. There are templates out there for everything. And if there isn't a template and you want to do a free group on it, your coach, whoever that might be, will help you write a template. Becky and I were on the phone for 45 minutes last week, and we clearly didn't only talk about that because that would be impossible for us to only talk about one thing. But in those 45 minutes, we talked about a bajillion other things and came up with a template for a 2-week free group. So not to say, and Becky, you're muted. So I see your mouth moving, but I can't hear. Okay, good. Okay. I don't want to miss your words of wisdom. So all that to say, it is not hard to run a free group. And if you can't find in the team pages, in our team page or other upline team pages, the free group template that you want to use for the thing you want to do because your people are interested in a specific thing, that's okay. We can help you make one. We have a great formula where basically we post something informational in the morning and then we go live in the afternoon. And if you're going to get hives right now just thinking about going live, it's okay. You can do it. They're all your friends, right? It's your free group. It's people that know you and love you, and they wouldn't be there with you if they didn't know you and love you. And it's really good practice for you. And so don't be afraid. You can do it. And it's simple live videos. So like, that's it. It's like info. I'm going to talk to you for 5 minutes. Or if you're Becky and I, 15 minutes, which we need to fix. But that's another story. Beck, did you? Oh, then the other thing I want to say. So you do these free groups, right? And then you say, well, now what? Well, what we do at the end of ours is we say, hey, what did you think? Like, this was 101. Are you ready to commit to this major? Let's put it in that terms, right? And they might say, no, because I think you're crazy and I'm never going to do any of this. And what we do is it's all in a Facebook group, and we just leave them in that Facebook group. And then the next month, we have another different themed free group in that same Facebook group. We add new people.
Stuck with us.
And that chick who was like, you're crazy, still in that group, she can leave if she wants. It's free world. But no, they usually don't. And then eventually they're like, okay, maybe she's not crazy. I'm crazy. So she was right. I was wrong, whatever. So they can stay in that group and do nothing. Or we say, are you ready maybe to add Shakeology? Let's try Clean Week and just this really basic program. Or maybe they're ready to go full bore and they come into our challenge group. There's kind of levels. And so you can take them from this very basic, and maybe it's a free group that's not even about, your healthy living is infused in it because you're in it and that's part of who you are, but maybe that's not the main topic of it. But it can go from that to, okay, so what did you learn? What do you want to do with that? Where do you want to go from here? And here are some other things that I have going on. Go ahead, Beck.
How'd you know I wanted to say something?
Mm-hmm.
So
you're unmuted.
We also, yes, we have a template for what to do live each of those 5 days. And if you want to see what we do in our free groups, you are welcome to join mine and Jen's. You're welcome to join any of Jess's or Monica's just to see what they do and kind of watch. that's completely fine. If you want to do a free group and you want to have one of us in it just to sort of watch and see what you're doing, absolutely fine. And if this all is freaking you out, that is totally and absolutely 100% normal. What you do is you go on a team page, say, hey, I'd like to do a free group. I don't want to do it by myself. We all ran free groups together. The reason Jen and I have done it this way is kind of two reasons. First of all, I want to continue to build with the same people, and having 20 coaches in a group long term, we want people to connect with us. They don't join our challenge groups and join these programs because of the programs. They join because of the relationship with us, which is why we go live. And so if you have 20 coaches in there, they might be attracted to someone else, and really you're the one that's trying to build that relationship with them. Does that make sense? And the reason Jen and I do a group together is because we have found that our own energy and our wellness and our passion for coaching works well together. And so that's why we've decided to do this. We separated for a little bit and both of us didn't feel as passionate. And so now we've just said, hey, this is what works for us because we matter in our souls as well as we continue as coaches. But the free group thing, Jess, is that you? No, Jenny, Jess, I'm not sure. Anyways, so if you need help with that, please let us know. And if you're not sure what we even mean by free group, please let us know. Kind of two things that I want to share, and then I will be done in regards to that. If you guys haven't done the New Coach University before or yet, the reason why we really stress that is because a lot of your questions are going to be answered. It's not that we're not willing to answer them for you. It's just that's there. It's sort of like your, what's that thing? Orientation. Before you start college. It's sort of getting all the information. And there's actually now two options we have for you. Probably all of you are in the TurboFit New Coach University. You're welcome to stay there in that Facebook group and do that. That's very self-directed. There's actually a second option now that we have for one of our upline coaches. And it's in a platform where it goes through and shows you all the different assignments. And each week you get an email showing your progress. And so the reason we really want to encourage you guys to do this is because it's going to answer those questions that you guys have, and it'll help you set you up to be more successful. And if we're putting time and energy into something, I think it's really helpful to have those tools. Because what Jen and I and Jess and Monica had been doing with our new coaches, we'd get in a new coach call with you right after signing up, and the hundreds of questions you would have were better answered in the New Coach University. So our desire as a team is to have coaches try to get that New Coach University started, and then have a call with you to sort of establish what your goals are. Are you discount? Are you part-time? Do you want to build a team so that we can help you align your goals? Because we're not going to tell you what you need to do. What we are going to do is say, if this is what you want to do, this is where you want to be, if these are your goals, here's how we can help get you there. So I'm just going to kind of put it out there. We're here, towards the end of January. I would love for those of you that are really interested in growing yourself and helping more people to pick either the Facebook group, or we can send you the link to the, it's called a Thinkerific group, New Coach University, and help you guys with that. And because we love giving gifts, we're going to send you a gift just for doing it. And if not, I'm going to have to spend that money on myself. And that's really hard for me to do because I don't like spending money on myself. So please take that away from me and get that done. That being said, another thing Jen and I are talking about is having a new coach call in the next couple of weeks for the newer coaches, that we get on a Zoom call together and kind of talk about some of the basics and ask all those questions that you might now want to ask on a bigger team call. So that's something that's in the works as well. Anything else I was supposed to talk about before I need to just be done? Okay, I'm going to be done.
Awesome.
Can I just real quick, there was when you were talking, Becky, it just sparked something I thought I'd just say it out loud. I think it's important too that everybody knows that we're all different. And so like I run my groups, free groups, and my challenge groups a little bit different than Monica does, or Jen and Becky do. And that's totally fine. And like Becky said, if any of you guys would feel comfortable joining those groups to kind of be a fly on the wall or see how things are, you know, how we say things or do live videos or whatever, because I'm sure that the way I run my groups is a lot different than other people. It doesn't make it right or wrong. It's just different. And I think that it's okay to just be you, and just remember that, again, people are with you because of who you are. So there's not a right way. There's not a wrong way. We do have templates. We strongly recommend you make them your own so that they are you. because that's why the people are in your group. That's it. Thanks.
Thanks, Jess. Do you guys have any questions about free group stuff or the New Coach University that Becky was talking about? Don't be shy. No question is a dumb question. We're so good. I don't even have any questions.
Yeah, right.
Becky, do you have a question?
No. A little shout out to Jesslyn and Joe, who are going to be running a free group next month. Right? Right,
Nice.
Jesslyn and Joe?
Nice.
Yes,
Yep.
they are.
With another coach, Jesslyn, yeah, with another coach towards their Team Cup goals. And so I'm really excited for them to be stepping out and doing that. Did we talk about Team Cup?
No, it's all right. Don't worry. We have an agenda.
Well, I'm not going
to. Go ahead. Talk about it, Becky. Oh.
Monica wants to talk about Team Cup, what it is, because she is so cute and I don't feel like talking anymore. Monica, tell them what Team Cup is and why they should do it.
Hi, can y'all hear me? I'm so tired, so I'm trying to wake up. 80-day obsession is kicking my butt. Anyways, Team Cup, does anyone not know what it is? Like, raise your hand if you have no idea what it is. Becky doesn't know what it is. Okay, a few people. Okay, so basically, I don't know, maybe a couple times a year, I would say that Beachbody kind of does this fun little group activity, I guess, with different coaches, where they come up with kind of like a competition, I guess, with different coaches, but it's really just a chance for you to connect with, you know, either coaches, either your upline coach or your, you know, downline coaches, just something to do together to kind of just get excited and push yourself to new goals. So this is a perfect chance to, if you've never hit Success Club, it's a really good chance to do that. If you've never signed up a coach, it's just a really fun way to kind of push yourself. And a lot of like the top coaches in the network have said that this is, you know, during Team Cups and stuff, this is kind of when they first started, this is how they elevated their business. So it's just a really fun way to kind of do it together. And so there's usually groups of 5, I believe. And if you guys want to do it and you don't know like where to go, just definitely talk to any one of us, and we'll be able to help you out with that. But they have these really cool like incentive prizes. You know, it could be anything from like hats and t-shirts. And this year they're centering it all around Summit. So I'm gonna talk about Summit later, but is anyone not going to Summit? Raise your hand. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about that later. But this year they have fun activities or incentives like if you reach certain goals, I think it's like Success Club 6, everyone together, then you get a photo op with a trainer. You get to do exclusive workouts, you know, like probably new workouts that we've never done before. So it's just really fun stuff. You get t-shirts, you know, so it's just really, really, really fun. And it's just, you would be surprised just how much when you're doing it with a group of people, like I know like Jess and I are doing it together, like I'm not going to want to let her down. So I'm going to like work my butt off. You know what I mean? So does that make sense? Did I leave anything out? Again, I'm tired. I probably did. Good. Okay.
You're good. Why don't you go ahead and talk about Summit?
Okay. Awesome. So a couple of you I saw are not going to Summit. So they're doing something, again, that's really cool. And by the end of this month, which is what, the 31st, they kept the price at $145. I think it was higher. I don't know if they lowered it or not, but that is a really amazing price. So if you guys are thinking like you're still on the fence, I'm going to give you a bunch of reasons why you need to go. But I think the ultimate deadline to sign up is February 28th. Is that correct? I think. I'm pretty positive. That's what I had written down. So if you guys are like,
you can sign up you can still sign up after that.
That's the deadline to tell us you're going as our team so we can have rooms together. That's our personal deadline. You can still buy a ticket after that.
Told you already. Yes, so Becky, Jessica, and Jen, and myself, we already got rooms. So we're trying to, you know, figure it out. You know, do we need to cancel some rooms? Do we need to pair some people up? So the deadline for this team is going to be February 28th. So again,
if you guys are thinking about it, we've got rooms for you. So, that's kind of taken care of. And it's really fun to kind of do this as a team. So that's really my first reason is like networking together. Like this is really fun, right? To get on a team call like this and to see, our beautiful faces and stuff like that. But when you see all of us together in the flesh and we're so pumped and we're learning and we're just, growing together and being inspired, it really just does something amazing. And so trust me when I tell you, my first year of coaching, I missed it by like a month, and I was so bummed. To be a coach and to be home while everyone is at summit is painful. It's painful. So I'm not saying that, like, this is the truth. So I was like so jazzed to see what everyone was learning, but I was like, I want to be there. And so last year was my first year, just like mind explosion, like to come back and you're so jazzed. And it solidifies the reason why you're a coach for so many different reasons. So please, that's like reason number one. Reason number two, we are the first people that get to know about all the new products that are coming, just anything that's fun that's coming up. Like we knew about what did we learn? We just learned all this new stuff that was coming out, and we get to see it firsthand. Why is that important? Well, first of all, it gets us excited. And second of all, we can really throw this into our business and say, hey, like this really awesome thing's coming. So use it as a business tool. So it's a really, really good advantage that you have that other coaches maybe don't have because they're not there. But of course, if we go there and you guys can't go, we're going to be sharing all of that anyway. But it's really cool to hear it in the flesh. The other reason is you get a chance to work out with some of your really favorite super trainers. So last year we got to work out with Autumn. Who else did we get to work out with? Chris Downing. I don't even need to like talk about this. Like this man had me in tears. Jeff knows, like amazing. So when you see them, other than the video or the pod, it just does something so different for you. So that's like reason like enough for me to go. What else can I say? Inspiration galore, motivation galore. Like you're learning from top coaches. You're learning from Carl. Melanie Mitro always speaks. You're just learning so much stuff that like it's overload, but it reignites the reason why you sign up. I know that sometimes being a coach, whether it's full-time, part-time, whatever, there's lulls in our business. Like sometimes we're not like always motivated, but after Summit, you just have all these ideas and it really reignites your passion. And it's just an essential, like it's really, really, really worth it. The other fun thing that I like went overboard last year with this, but they have, I forget what it's called, but the place where you get all the workout gear.
The core.
Anyways.
The core.
The core, yes. So a lot of times they have new stuff there that you can only get in person. You save on shipping, of course, but a lot of stuff that's there, like really cute coach stuff, you can't get really online later. So it's just I spent like, I think $500 last year. I got Beachbody shoes. Like I went crazy. I'm not saying that that's the best thing to do, but it's just, again, it really jazzes you up when you come back, and it's awesome. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, you get to celebrate your successes. So if you hit Success Club a couple of months before that, or just in general, whatever, you can be invited to certain exclusive parties that are there, which are really fun. It's just a way to also celebrate with your team. And the other thing is celebrating, I know this is cheesy, but celebrating as Team Beachbody. I remember the last night that I was there, I was just like, I was videotaping everything or recording everything, because to see like the Beachbody Challenge winners up there, like losing 100 pounds, 150 pounds, like, I was like in tears. It's so cool to see these people that we are mentoring, coaching on stage, and to lose that kind of weight in front of all those people. It is amazing to be there and to see like us all as a team. So can you tell I'm excited? I'm trying to think if I missed anything.
Well, the other part I was just going to say thank you, Monica. I love your energy. I love you. That for those of us in the Midwest, the fact that it's in Indianapolis means that it's drivable. So I will admit that Nashville and New Orleans were pretty amazing, but more expensive. And so what's nice is that we don't have to pay for a plane ticket and we can carpool. I just said carpool. We can road trip. Like we said, we have the hotels, and it's just really, even outside of all the coaching stuff, it's just so fun to hang out with other people who I'm very biased, but just a fun group of people, and to try new foods and to just be in a new city. It's just a really exciting thing that even if it wasn't a coaching thing, we've always had a lot of fun. Even if you hate Beachbody, I still think it would be fun.
Your kids aren't there. So, I mean, there's that. I love my kids, but sorry, Jess, go ahead.
No, I just want to say too, I've been a coach for a couple of years now, and the first time I did get to go to Nashville, and that's where I met Becky and Jen, and had the opportunity, and Eve and Kristen, to have just make a relationship with these beautiful women, because I live in Kansas City, Missouri, and none of you are near me. Okay. None of you. And that's okay. But when I saw that, so I hadn't seen them face to face, you guys, until last year in New Orleans at Summit. And I tell you what, I was like a giddy little child when I got to their hotel room, and I was like knocking on the door. I may have screamed a little bit, but it was like that moment of seeing your friends, who you see through a screen or you see through your social media, but to actually physically hug them and love them and be with them for 4 or 5 days, it's like, melt my heart, so exciting. And then to have Monica, who I hadn't seen in months, because we actually met for the first time in Punta Cana when we are on that trip together, which again is mind-blowing that you can build relationships like I have been able to build through this coaching gig, when all I was going to do is drink a shake and get healthy, right? And here I am, like, truly have serious friends who I love dearly, and now get to see Monica when I go to Summit, and like that's the next time, it's just, you guys, it's so powerful. And then to be surrounded by thousands and thousands of people who honestly feel and think about health and fitness just like you do. Like you will get there, and the energy is so intense and insane because everybody is the same. We're like, oh, we're all working towards the same goal, which is being healthy and fit and loving other people. And I can't even put into words. Monica, I thought you did a great job of saying like all the high points. And I was like over here, like so excited about it and wanted to jump through my screen. But the moment when you get to see people and actually hug and love them, it's like, I'll do that. I will go to Summit every year, and my husband dies every year because, it's a week without me doing everything at home, but he can handle, he's a grown man. But it's like, it's on my list. It's a have to, must do. If you can possibly get there, you have to be there, period. It's amazing.
Drop mic. The end.
Mic drop. Seriously, we have one brain.
We have one brain. Okay. I feel like the last thing that we're going to talk about is, it's exciting, but it's kind of, that was like, wow, Summit. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. Well, no, I'm not going to share it yet. First, when did we do? Right before the end of the year, we did a team challenge. Who's part of the team challenge? Anybody who participated? And raise your hand if you were the winner. Woo-hoo. How awesome was your prize? Like a little bit awesome?
It was amazing.
Okay.
Hello, Target gift card.
There you go.
Thank you, Jen.
Well, it was the team effort. But we loved it. We were talking the other day, Jess and Monica and I, and the energy in our team page when we were doing that team challenge was awesome. It was like we all had our own little challenge group, and it was, sorry, can you hear that that I'm hearing? Okay, something's wrong with my computer. So we want to do it again, but I'm going to be really honest and tell you that keeping track of all of your points, I lost hair, no joke. It was stressful. And so you're grown-ups, so we're going to do it a little different, and you're going to keep track of everything yourselves, and you're going to tell the truth, and it's going to be great. So I'm going to show you, if I can, here. Maybe. Okay. Can you see that? Nodding. Yes. Okay. So this is all it is. It is a piece of paper that I will post on our team page. You will print it out, and it is called Win the Week. And you have a chance to win the week. And this is all you have to do. 21 healthy meals, 21 challenge group invites. You can read it. I don't have to read it to you. But this is it. And when you do them, you mark them off. And at the end of the week, take a picture of it on your phone, send it to me in a message, put it in our team page, email it to me, whatever you want to do, get it to me, and somebody will win the week depending on who did the most things. Does that make sense so far? The thing, oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say for people that don't know, lifestyle posts just mean any post that shares about your life, your kids, your dogs, your whatever. Fitness, nutrition, that's anything with your workout, food, recipe, anything. The 7-10 minute, that's your PD, reading something to grow you. The 3 coaching posts, that just means 3 posts where you're not saying, hey, join my team, be a coach. You're sharing why you love coaching or something about it. Like tonight, you could take a picture of the team, screen and talk about how you can't believe you're actually, whatever. 3 recognition posts, that is where you're just recognizing someone in your challenge group, someone on your coaching team, on your page, just shouting them out, loving on them, whatever it might be. And then 2 SC points from Challenge Pack or Shakeology HD sale. That means just setting somebody up with a Challenge Pack or with Shakeology on HD. And then the 1 new coach can seem really intimidating, you guys, but if you know anybody that's interested in getting healthy and well and wants to save money, that is the way to get a new coach. Done.
I love that she mutes herself like halfway through the word. So what we would like to see you do is in the 21 healthy meals, you obviously don't have to write in the little box what you ate. Put an X, that's great. But for your 21 challenge group invites, we would love for you to try to write really small and write that person's name in there. This might be the first time you're tracking who you're inviting to things. So this might be the beginning of a great tracking system for you. It also will just help keep you accountable to not just put a bunch of X's when you don't actually do it, and think about the name of who you're gonna do. So for the things that I'd love to know what book you're reading, for all of these things, when you're doing them, like if you do the ideal, right, in a week, you do 3 challenge group invites in a day, whatever, do 5 one day, do 1 the next, whatever works for your life, get the 21 in a week. But as you do some of these things, I don't want this to take away from posting in our team page, because that is what I loved so much. I'm gonna stop sharing because I can't see your faces. Okay. That's what I loved so much about the last team challenge, was that we were all in it with each other. We were sharing things. We were seeing what each other was posting. Your energy helped me. Monica's energy helped Becky. It was this team effort. We're all in this together. We're all doing this. We're all trying to get our workout in. We're all getting our shake in. We are all inviting. We're all adding people. We're all doing it. And so when you do those things, this isn't part of keeping track of your points, but post about it in our team page. Our team page is meant to be our own little challenge group of coaches. It's not just supposed to be Jen posts something, Becky posts something, maybe you like it, that's the end. It's really supposed to be our own little challenge group, if you will. So it's our place to keep each other accountable. So if you're having a crappy day, the way you would post about it in your challenge group, tell your coaching team. We can help lift you up. So this is a piece of paper. This piece of paper is where you'll keep track of it all. But please post on our team page about what you're doing. It's going to keep our energy going. It's going to help our team encourage each other. Good? Here's the best news. Maybe it's not the best news. I don't know. But we're going to do this for every week in February. So there will be a different winner every week of February. So we will start, today is Wednesday, we will start on Monday. And it'll run Monday to Sunday. So Sunday night, you'll send me your, however you want to send it to me. If you're technologically advanced, you can do it all on your computer somehow. I'm not sure how you do that, but you can. Or take a picture of it, send it to me. And then print a new one out for Monday. Does anybody have any questions about that?
I just want to share, you guys, I know a lot of new coaches, like inviting thing can be super, super intimidating. And so we have scripts at our team page. If you just go to the search button and put in invitations, I have put in, I know Jen has, different scripts you can use on inviting people. And then if you don't know what to say back to people or how to answer questions, I can join in. What your coaches can join in on a chat with you, or you can say, hey, someone asked me this question, forward it to another coach, or put it in the team page, ask how would you answer. That's why I love your team page. If I can't get back to you, or Jen can't, and Monica or Jess or somebody else can answer that for you. Because inviting, most people as coaches, the number one thing they don't do is invite. And what we have found is that 1 out of 10 people might be interested. So if you want to help 3 people each month, do the math, right? It's going to take a little bit. And every time somebody says no, it really just means not yet. It has nothing to do with you. They're not rejecting you or your idea. It is the worst thing you can do is take their no as something and personalize it. Take that no and say, okay, they're not ready. I'm going to find my yes today. There's some days where I keep going until I get a yes, even if it's just for a free group. It doesn't matter. A yes on someone's life I'm going to bless. So if you need inviting help, let us know. We can tag you in different inviting scripts. But really, my most simple one has gotten me the best results. Says something like, and again, it's in our page somewhere, is I might like or comment on some of their posts one day. Then the next day, do that same thing. Then the third day, say, hey, oh my goodness, that photo shoot was so cute with your kids, or where did you get those boots, or something I actually care about, or whatever it might be, and say, by the way, to make it seem like I'm not just be this generic, annoying person. By the way, I'm starting a free group, blah, blah, blah. By the way, I'm working on my next challenge group. By the way, I just had a great talk with somebody in my group, and I was thinking of you. Do you have any health or fitness goals that you're working on? Or that gives you a yes or no. So my favorite part is, would being a part of some support and your health and wellness benefit you? It is impossible for someone to answer that question with no. Or what they will say is, not right now, can I check in with you later? I have never said somebody answer no, it would not benefit me to have support with my health and wellness. They'll answer what they're already doing, what they're looking for. Regardless, it keeps the conversation going. And even if they don't want to join a group, even if they don't ever do anything with you, it's giving you practice on how to connect with people on health and wellness goals. And we put a whole script in our team page about questions you can ask them. And then not just say, oh, I have this challenge pack. Find out what they are really looking for. And people say, what does this cost? And I'll say, it depends on what your goals are. I could just sell you whatever, but that's not what I'm in for. Maybe a free group is best. Maybe Clean Week is best. Maybe a sampler pack. Maybe it's the refresh. We don't know. And that's going to build trust with people that we're not just trying to sell them something. We're trying to figure out how we can help them reach their goals. Okay, I didn't mean to get into all of that, but I just did.
Well, and I will just add to that. So if you feel like you need to get in a certain mindset to invite people, let me just tell you my dirty little secret of what I do when I need to get in an inviting mindset. I pretend whoever I'm messaging that I just ran into them at Meijer or Target or whatever store I'm spending too much money at, or not, because I live in another country that doesn't have any of those stores. But anyways, I imagine that I have just run into this person, and maybe I have just saw them last week, or maybe I haven't seen them in a long time. And we say hi, and then they look at me and they're like, you look awesome. What are you doing? I mean, that person never said that to me, right? But I tell myself this story, and then I'm like, they think I look awesome. I need to tell them how amazing my life has become because I have made these changes, and they should totally do it with me. So anyways, Becky has lots of very good logical, but if you need to get into the mindset before you do the good logical steps, I mean, I do all those things, but sometimes you have to you have to power pose and listen to music. I just pretend that people tell me I look nice, and then I can do anything. Is that shallow?
Jen, you look so nice. And I'm actually going to share one thing, and if your children are listening, have them do earmuffs. But there is a coach who does not probably love Jesus, and she's a little crazy. I will never actually want to be friends with her, but what she did to help more people was she tells herself, don't be a bee, hit send. And I was like kind of offended, but I actually tell myself, I just try not to think that word because I was kind of that in high school, so I don't like to go back there. But I say, don't be whatever it is and hit send, because that person's life might be changed. That person might need it. And that person, you never know what their story is. And if they don't need it, okay.
Move on. Somebody else thinks you're awesome. Tell them why you're awesome.
And if you're not sure you're awesome, post to the team page. I would like to know, am I awesome or not?
Sometimes Becky asks me to tell her that she's awesome, and I tell her.
Sometimes
me to tell you that you're awesome? I would
not sometimes. I do that a lot. Okay, we're digressing.
Okay, so win the week. Who's going to win the week? I'll probably post about you on my Facebook page. Linda has a question, or she's going to win the week? She's going to win the week. That girl is competitive. She is. Linda is in our challenge group, and she's leading the challenge group with Becky and I.
Seriously, Linda. Oh my gosh.
This one, okay, so her partner in the challenge week this week is a little under the weather. And so she's not really holding up her end of the bargain. So Linda's going to post on Facebook every possible thing she can to get all the points so she can win. And that is why she's my friend, right? That's why she's my friend, because she's competitive. But again, we digress.
Oh, but here's the other thing.
I should not be in charge of phone calls.
Linda can not win all 4 weeks. That is not allowed.
Why not?
Because I just
work
said
harder. So. Well, who's in charge?
God.
Okay. Anyways, who's going to win the week? Maybe it'll be Linda, maybe it'll be Becky. Or you can be the quiet one that comes around the two of them and takes it. Okay. That is really all we had to share with you tonight. Does anybody have any questions, concerns? Yes, I will take a picture. Or emotional issues that they need to talk about.
Anybody else want to get off this team because we're so great?
No, they're so excited that they're part of this craziness. I love you all. You're so great. That's all. I can't take a picture without myself looking like a total nerd. Okay. Smile.
I think we all need to come visit Jen.
Right? Listen, people. Yeah. Team retreat. You get here. I'll take care of you.
She has a cook and a housekeeper, you guys.
I don't have a cook.
Wait, she does.
She doesn't. I cook. I cook.
I want to do a team retreat.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll start. Yeah. You know, maybe, if somebody sweeps, I shouldn't say this out loud. If somebody sweeps all 4 weeks, maybe I'll pay for half their ticket to get here. Win all 4 weeks. And if it's me, I'm going on a shopping spree. Okay, smile. Woo-hoo. Oh, I totally missed it. Hold on, here, we're doing it again. Smile. Okay. You guys are the best.
Oh, wait, there's something else. Really quick, on Tuesday night, February 1st, we are going to have a sneak peek into coaching call. And what that is where some of us lead and just share why we love coaching. I want to challenge all of you. Next week, you'll get bonus points. We'll tell you how many to give yourself in the win the week. I don't know what it'll be. But to invite someone that's in your challenge group, or to invite a friend and just say, hey, I'm doing this coaching thing and my team is having this call. Would you be willing to get on and just give us some feedback? I did that to 5 people on my first call. My whole family, I made them get on it because Jen and I weren't sure anybody else would be on it. But it was fun because they could see what this is all about. And my brother-in-law was like, oh, yeah, that's what you do? So it was a neat way to get some support. And so I invite every single person in my challenge group to come hear the team call for 2 reasons. They can save on Shakeology. They comment on every post in the group, and we draw a name and they win a gift card. So Thursday night, February 1st, we'll be leading that call, and I'm putting a little challenge out. Any new coaches that want to just talk for 1 or 2 minutes in there to share their story as a way to practice going live, I want you to think about that. We forgot about that, didn't we? So that's exciting. Because
we did forget about that. It is exciting.
It's fun. It is
because you know what's so fun? When we started these little calls, there were like a couple squares, and now, I mean, we had 12. We had 12 at one point. That's exciting.
It's exciting.
And there's so many more who aren't on this call. So, okay, it is 10:30, and I'm going to get up at 5 a.m. I love you all. Thank you for being here and for being coaches and for changing people's lives, and I love you too, Jess, for buying your summit ticket so we can all be together in June. Okay.